I always say selling on Alibaba.com is kind of like being at like 5 trade shows at once.
We've been able to seal a lot of deals just using the platform.
About 50 to 60%. My export business comes from Alibaba.
Going from doing one order to doing 20 or 30 orders in a 1 or 2 month period, the platform speaks for itself. That's just weight in gold.
I mean, when you do a good job with Alibaba.com, buyers from everywhere around the world, they will know about you. And I can now develop and export my product in over 45 countries.
Once I started with Alibaba, I was able to reach people all across the world, like Tanzania and Kenya and Africa and the UK and Germany.
I'm selling product in UAE, Saudi Arabia, Great Britain, and a host of others. I wouldn't have reached those customers without Alibaba.com.
Selling on Alibaba.com has gotten easier than ever, introducing our new flexible payment plan options. When you sign up for an Alibaba.com seller membership, choose between paying annually or quarterly. Regardless of which plan you choose, get the same seller service and all-encompassing suite of features that make us the world's leading online B2B marketplace. With 0% commission taken on sales, keep the customer relationships you make and profits you win. Conduct business the way you want to. Build the business you've always wanted, now with more flexibility than ever. Let's make it easy to do business anywhere.
Sell on Alibaba.com.
They made the onboarding process very, very easy. Once I paid my fees, after that, I don't need to worry about anything. If you have a product and you want to sell in an international market, I would say you should not wait. You should just reach out to Alibaba.
We've been able to seal a lot of deals just using the platform. The best thing that Alibaba does really is the support that you get, because it's a whole new world once you get on the platform. Eric Cross and his team, they really helped me and my team navigate the website, you know, what to do, what not to do, the best practices. So that really, to me, is like one of the greatest assets to being on the platform.
I think US-based sellers have a huge opportunity, specifically because there aren't that many of them. And we had a dedicated customer service success manager who was incredibly knowledgeable about the platform. And he honestly almost became a teammate. And I have no doubt that anyone else who is going through that process is going to have a similar experience.
Alibaba.com team is absolutely amazing. They were always there, making sure that I understand the platform. They were smart, very reactive whenever I had a question, and they were so patient. And as I continue to grow the business, they continue to connect me with experts to help me with specific business questions.
Why we got such a fast sale, I would attribute it to Alibaba's onboarding team. They've done a really great job building our store for us, and that's one of the reasons why we're so successful, is they know what they're doing, so we trust them to do their job.
Hello everyone, my name is Jessica Chen and I'm a marketing manager here at Alibaba.com North America. Welcome to our webinar today. It's called Export Globally as a Small Business on Alibaba.com. Today we're very lucky to be joined by a special guest, and both Mattia from our team, who's the Director of North American Business Development, and also Federico Salvitti from Webidoo. So without further ado, I want to get to know you guys a little bit more. So I'm going to conduct a very brief poll. So bear with me here. So let's learn about you. Okay, so one thing I want to know about you guys first, so we can help tailor our portion of the webinar to you, is like, what are you looking to do on Alibaba.com? Or if you're here to just like learn about what you can do here, whether or not that's selling products or sourcing products, or both selling and sourcing. I'm going to give you guys another 10 seconds. Thank you so much for participating. Okay, here we go. So here we go. Here we see we have a lot of people here who want to both sell and source, which makes a lot of sense. You can oftentimes use our platform to not only source products to help you build your own kind of product and then sell on the platform, which is really cool. So thank you so much. Then next up, let us know a little bit about your business. So what kind of business do you run? Are you a manufacturer, a wholesaler, distributor, a retailer, or other? Let's see. Like, the really wonderful thing about our platform is there's so many different ways to use it that there oftentimes, like if you have a certain business type, there's certain strategies you can use to make your business stand out on the platform. So, alrighty, thank you so much for participating. Here we go. So it looks like a lot of you guys are categories under other, which is interesting. The next higher up is like retailers and manufacturers, who are all very cool, very important for exporting. So there we go. And then finally, last question, what would you like from us? What are you looking forward to learning about this session? Here are some topics that might be hit upon in this presentation, and depending on your answer, it might be helpful for us to understand like what we can elaborate more on. Of course, you have other questions or want to know about other things, there's a Q&A box at the bottom of your screen, and you can enter a question at any point during this presentation. There will be 2 Q&A sessions, one after Federico's portion and one after another team member of ours. So you can always ask questions about Alibaba or Webidoo or exporting in general whenever you want. We will address them during the Q&A sessions. So remember, you can enter a question at any time. All right, so it looks like most of you guys are curious about how small businesses can use Alibaba.com to get new B2B customers, which is a very important part of this as well. So thank you so much. All right, so thank you for allowing us to know a little bit more about you. And in case there are people out here who are not very familiar with Alibaba.com, here is a small introduction of ours. So here you go.
Unleash infinite business opportunities with Alibaba.com, the world's largest online B2B marketplace. With over 40 million active buyers, 300,000 daily inquiries, important business deals are being made around the world all the time using our platform. Best of all, we take 0% commission on your sales. By signing up as an Alibaba.com supplier, you keep the money you earn, every single cent. Now is the perfect time to sign up. Professional onboarding services can get you started faster and with less stress than ever. Take advantage of classic Alibaba.com features, such as attracting buyers from over 200 countries and regions to your online store, where they can reach out with inquiries about your products. There's also no need to worry about language barriers. We translate your store and messages into 15 languages, so you can communicate with the world with ease. Proactively net orders by browsing and responding to sourcing requests on the request for quotation or RFQ market. Any relationships you gain from reaching out to sourcers on the RFQ market are yours. Finally, attain exclusive data-driven insights and 24/7 customer support from our team right here in the USA. We'll help guide you to success using proprietary insight gained from our over 20 years in online B2B sales. Because of these features, Alibaba.com has become the wholesale B2B platform trusted by US suppliers. Grow with us no matter your business type.
Now it's easier than ever to start selling with our new flexible payment options.
Let's make it easy to do business anywhere. Sell on Alibaba.com.
Alrighty, I hope you enjoyed our little brief introduction. So here I'm going to briefly run through our agenda for today. So first, Mattia Miglio, Director of North American Business Development at Alibaba.com, is going to take you through a brief overview about Alibaba Group, Alibaba and Alibaba.com, and then go into a talk about leveraging digital transformation for global business expansion. After that, we're going to turn things over to our special guest, Federico Salvitti, the CMO of Webidoo. And then finally, we're going to end with a brief section talking about how to sell on Alibaba.com and how to figure out which membership is the right one for your business. And we'll have Q&As at the end of both Federico's section and also the selling on Alibaba.com section. So without further ado, I want to introduce our speaker today, Mattia Miglio. Thank you so much for joining me, Mattia.
Ciao, Jessica. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing fine in sunny California.
Awesome. New York is also sunny for now.
And I know that Federico is in Miami, so we are all over the US today.
Yes. Yeah, very, very cool. Okay, I'm going to turn things over to you.
Well, yes, Sunny, by the way, guys.
Yes.
It's wonderful.
Ciao,
Yeah.
Federico. Welcome.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So, thanks to all of you for being here today with us. As you know, our webinar is broadcasted in our YouTube channel. We have a lot of content, so please subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can view our webinars and get to know more about Alibaba.com, our tools, and how to succeed to sell answers in our platform. So I have a lot of content today to share with you. So I will start just with a brief introduction of Alibaba Group. Alibaba.com was the first company created in 1999 with one goal: to make it easy to do business anywhere. Now we are part of a group that consists of more than 22 companies, all in digital commerce. We have China commerce, international commerce, local consumer services. We have our logistic company and our iCloud services. So Alibaba.com is was created to support businesses across the globe to sell in different countries. We are the leading B2B platform for our numbers. Let's go to the following slide, Jessica. We have more than 40 million active buyers, meaning buyers from 200 countries and regions that every month log in our platform. We have more than 200,000 companies that are selling in Alibaba.com across 40 industries and 5,900 categories. These companies come from more than 75 countries. As you saw in our video, our platform supports 18 languages and has more than 200 million products. Due to these numbers, Alibaba.com is the leading B2B platform. But I don't want to tell you what Alibaba.com is. I want to tell you more why the platform was created and why today is the platform for your business to go global. For micro, small, medium enterprises to larger companies, Alibaba.com is the solution for your business to go global. You will hear also from our Ben. Ben is our executive sales account in New York, and he will explain how you can join Alibaba.com. If you want to know more, or if you want to know some tricks and tips on how to sell on Alibaba.com, you can scan the QR code that you can see in my backdrop, and you can fix an appointment with me and with our team to discover if Alibaba.com is the right platform for your business. So, as I mentioned, Alibaba.com was created in 1999. Back at the time, it was an online directory, helping customers find trade information easier than ever. Then we became also a trading platform, ensuring secure cross-border transaction for our customers. Now we are a digital trading solution for global businesses. Our mission is clear: to simplify and expedite global trade. So last week we were in Las Vegas, and we met thousands of companies that attended our first in-person event that was called Co-Create. And we had millions of views online. That is a testament on how Alibaba.com is increasing the reach and his brand awareness and its growth, especially here in the US. And we found out by all these attendees that today a small business wants a platform that is easy to use and secure. Easy to use means that a platform has technological innovation that can support a small entrepreneur to go global. Also, we unveiled during Co-Create, and I will tell you more later, our new technology innovation. This innovation will support your business to digitalize its offering and to simplify global trading. We have also launched a set of tools that will increase secure payments and also privacy, and will support your business in all the aspects of global trading as well as logistics. Now I have a video for you, so I ask Jessica to play this video that was broadcasted during our Co-Create event last week in Las Vegas. I think we don't have audio, but basically this video allows you to understand the new tools that we have shown on Alibaba.com and how now.
Chat with them wherever you are. Check them out, connect with them. Discover your next winning product with millions of video tips at your fingertips. Pay for your order with confidence, knowing that Alibaba.com supports multiple payment methods, encrypted and secure, so your data is safe with us. Track your shipment every step of the way, so logistical uncertainties won't get in your way.
So these are the new solutions to answer to the needs and demands from our companies. But let's go to the following slide. But now companies are looking for more. We have observed, and this is for the first time that we show this report, our observation on digital export trends for 2024. We have interviewed multiple companies across the globe, and we found out that 70% of small companies make greater investment in digital technologies, will make greater investment in 2024 by 70%. They also, the 93% of all interaction on the internet happen through search engines. This is our prediction for next year. So it is a huge increase year by year that we are seeing not only on Alibaba.com, but in the B2B e-commerce landscape. But these companies are in need of personalization and communication. We will expect a 60% of people who bought from different sellers that will expect their next purchases to be more customized. And let's go to the first one. Also, we will see an increase of 30% of people that will sell and source online. This is a huge number that represents that increase that we are seeing also on Alibaba.com. Later on, I will show you these increases that were unveiled last week by our vice president during our Co-Create event. But also real-time messages. We are seeing a 30% of our increase of sellers that are implementing real-time messages. That's why our new innovation, our new technologies innovation will answer to these trends. And I will tell you more, and this is the first time after Co-Create that we are presenting the innovation that our platform will see in the next months. But also, when I joined North America, I found out that our customer base here in the US is very diversified. And also, it's very similar to a customer base that we have across the globe. In Alibaba.com today, we're seeing an increase of manufacturer. As you can see in the first table, we have more than the 60%, the 30% plus the 23% total of companies that are manufacturing goods and are using our platform to sell all over the world. I am from Italy, and I started my journey in Alibaba.com in our Milan office, and I was in charge of supporting small and medium companies during the pandemic to sell all over the world. We have many examples of micro companies that are selling now in Latin America, in the Middle East, but also in the European Union. As you can see, also the size of these companies that are selling on Alibaba is very diversified. But we have also small companies that are actually succeeding in selling in our platform. So today's webinar is on how Alibaba.com can support small businesses to go global. As you can see from these numbers, we are already supporting thousands of businesses across the globe to sell or launch new products in different markets. But these companies are usually beginners. The 60% of our new clients have no experience in B2B e-commerce. And this is why in Alibaba.com, we have a team of account managers that will follow throughout your journey. We have also our channel partners, and Federico that will speak after me is part of our channel partner ecosystem. His company Webidoo is a channel partner in Europe and is supporting thousands of customers to onboard and to sell and export on Alibaba.com. So Federico will tell you more. We give you some tips on how small businesses can succeed on Alibaba.com. Let's go to the following slide. But also, as you can see, our platform is used for companies that want to expand export to countries that have never been before. And as I said, our account manager team in-house and in our channel partners are ready to support your companies, because our goal is to diversify our sellers base and to support and understand if your company is a good fit for Alibaba.com. Our goal is not to have companies that are just on Alibaba.com, but companies that are succeeding in Alibaba.com, and after the first year, they renew their membership in our platform. So, next slide. I spoke about an increase, previous one, Jessica, sorry. I spoke that we have a huge increase of sellers across the globe. Many of you think that Alibaba.com is the platform to source from China or to sell in China. It's not. Our platform, as I said, was a platform designed to support Chinese companies to sell globally. That's why our buyers, they do not come, they come from 200 countries and region. And we are now, if you are a buyer, you can source on Alibaba.com on a global scale. Even if you're looking for Italian wine, Italian pasta, French cheese, German machineries, and ingredients, for example, from the Middle East, or if you're differentiating your sourcing in Southeast Asia. We have our sellers across the globe from 75 countries that can support your sourcing demand. But our sellers base is increasing by 36% in Europe, 54% in United States and 11% in Southeast Asia. And every year, this increase is stronger than ever. In each region, we are seeing an increase of specific sector. Let's go to the following slide, Jessica. As you can see, now Alibaba.com has a rich supply chain. We are global buy, global sell, we said. And here are some sectors that are considered blue oceans. So if your companies, your small business or medium business is within these sectors, there are huge opportunities in Alibaba.com today. Our account manager team will understand your business and see if there are opportunities for your company to sell on Alibaba.com. So, following slide. And here is, you can see the portion of high quality business opportunities and the organic buyer visit increase here by year on year. 34% and 28%. These are real data of our global opportunities that are supported by our team across the globe. But as I said, our platform is constantly changing. We have developed new technological innovation that we presented last week at Co-Create, our first event in the United States, in Las Vegas, where more than 1,500 attendees attended and 10 million views online. So if you want to know more, or if you want to review our event, you can also visit Co-Create at Alibaba.com, and you can see and understand what happened last week in Las Vegas. But our platform, as I said many times, is also the platform to understand trends and insights. These are the latest trends that we're seeing in Alibaba.com that also your company can understand thanks to My Alibaba, your customizable dashboard that will support your business to understand markets and data across the globe. But now let's go to these new technological innovations. Now there is one other slide. So these are today the topic of a webinar is small businesses going global. So don't be afraid if your company is a small business. As you can see, in the US, with 70% of our customers are small and medium enterprises or startups. And the number of buyers on Alibaba.com from the United States is increasing. It has increased in the last 3 years by 160%. This also gives your companies a huge opportunity not only to sell global, but to sell within the United States. And we are seeing an increase also, for example, in Europe of domestic trade, because due to the logistic costs, to the inflation, and to all the problem concerning to international shipments, we are now seeing a lot of buyers that are diversifying, they're sourcing, and they're looking also for products within their markets. So we are also increasing, as I said before, our efficient matching. So sellers can also join our flexible payment solution and can also join through the verified suppliers. We are in constant increase of giving a secure way to do business. That's why we have partnered with many companies to verify our sellers and our buyers. We've also introduced new payment solutions and on-time delivery, because in Alibaba.com we strongly believe that we need to support small businesses with one solution that can solve different problems that the small medium companies can have doing global trading. Next 2 slides. Next one. So as I said, we have introduced our trade insurance program that up to date has secured more than 160 million transactions. You can see here in this slide some experiences of our buyers here in the US. But also Alibaba.com, as I mentioned, is in constant change. So in the following slide, you will see these innovations, the following one, that we have introduced during our co-create event. And this is the first time that we show after this event, this innovation. First of all, we have introduced smart searches. Now, if you browse, if you want to browse for a product, you can also browse it through an image. So, for example, you're looking for a chair, for a stool, you can you can upload this picture on Alibaba.com, and our platform will give you the best fit. You can also, if you're a seller, customize within the dashboard your products thanks to smart design innovation. But also we have introduced the smart user growth, a smart creative production that will support sellers to sell to upload better products. We have also introduced smart communication, a new technology assisted inquiry and order follow-up. It will make your messaging with your communication with different buyers across the globe easy to do with recaps and other tools. Also, we have introduced the special global pickup pavilion and the future selection. So your company, your product will be featured in special selection and will be found by buyers globally in an easy way. And lastly, we have introduced the global supply preference search. So if you're a buyer, you can look at a company and search it and filter it by country. This gives a huge opportunity for US companies because buyers, for example, European buyers that are looking for food and beverage products from the US or beauty products from the US will immediately be able to search by countries. And there are 3 videos that I want to show you to make better, 4 videos that have to better understand the new innovations. First one. First one is the upgraded image search. As I said, for example, you want to search for bed luggage, you immediately, our Alibaba.com will search for a similar luggage in our platform, and you can also customize the search when the first results are shown. Secondly, creating a new product with new communication requirements. We are introducing the new
Hello everyone. It looks like Mattia's internet might have cut out. So I'm gonna quickly hand over the next section to maybe our featured speaker, Federico. If you don't mind taking it away. I feel like Mattia has dropped out.
Of course, why would I want to take over something
wait.
that has my picture on it? I think is the right thing to do. So
Thank you so much for taking over.
absolutely, absolutely. I thought I knew everything about the company, and then I realized how much investments have been made.
Yeah, there's been a lot of
And
new tools.
yeah. And what I am thinking about right now is that all of those investments, they yield so much practical value into the life of our customers. That saves them time, that saves them money, and it's really exciting. I'm really chuffed about this. I'm really chuffed. I can see Mattia came back in, so probably Mattia is going to be back with a vengeance.
Wi-Fi connection. Sorry, guys. So I was introducing for the first time our new tool. So our new search tool that will allow your companies to search products thanks to Alibaba.com new technology. I also showed you our request for quotation, our new increased request for quotation. But Jessica, let's share the Smart Assistant. I really want to introduce to all of you for the first time after our co-create event, our Smart Assistant. As our CTO said last week in Las Vegas, this is our jewel that will change the way a small business is going global, and how Alibaba.com can support your business to search for new trends, market insights, and launch a new product in a special market. Let's go with the video because I'm so proud of this new technology of our Smart Assistant, and I want to show it to you.
Introducing the next stage in our journey. Meet Smart Assistant. It's your personal guide, backing you up from the start. Smart Assistant will be there for you from day one to help you with everything you need to start sourcing on Alibaba.com. It's an expert advisor designed to tailor insights just for you. Discover all there is to know about the products you want to sell, from rising trends to new niche markets. It's your creative designer bringing your ideas to life, helping you realize the products exactly the way you want them to be, instantly. And for you, we imagine so much more. Stay up to date on your target market and tap into business knowledge that goes beyond just data. It's intuition. Discover products ahead of the curve and find opportunities that effortlessly align with your goals. Create your next breakthrough. From a dream to a design to a product that's ready to go, all in one place. Logistics is never easy. Easier. But now you'll be able to seamlessly track and expertly predict the passage of your orders across the globe. Join us on this journey. Together, we'll co-create the future.
Wow. This was our Smart Assistant that will simplify the way that your company can export all over the world. Will be your assistant throughout our journey with Alibaba.com. So for our, if you want to onboard, schedule a call with our team. And now I give it back to you, Jessica. And sorry again, Wi-Fi, not my fault.
Technical difficulties are always happening.
I give it back to you and to Federico. Thanks a lot, and don't forget to schedule a call. Bye.
Thank you so much, Mattia. Like, I feel like technical difficulties always appear when you least expect it. But thank you again for joining us, Federico. Hello.
Happy to entertain. Happy to entertain. Yes.
All right. Take it away.
It was very exciting to see how many new things have been done. I am already thinking, okay, how am I going to use this to free up time from my team so that they can accomplish so much more? That's what I'm thinking at the moment. Perhaps, however, it would be more interesting for you guys if I did a quick introduction of who we are. My name is Federico Salvitti, and I am the CMO here in the US for Webidoo. What is Webidoo? Webidoo is a small and medium enterprise growth agency, a growth partner. We have some very, very large enterprises we also work with, but the lion's share of what we want to be known for is specifically focusing on the small and medium enterprise, and also in creating software that makes the life of those who work in a startup, in a small and medium organization, even in shops sometimes, much easier. And we create marketing software that allows to disseminate messages better. Now, what we do, I think that the key word in what we were talking about is actually growth. Most of the time, because of the work we do, imagine we have several thousand clients, okay? When I take a look at the amount of data and behaviors that we observe throughout our analytics platform, and I look at it with my lenses of growth, I realize that not everybody fully understand how many different avenues for growth we can have, especially if we are small businesses. Now, on top of being a CMO, and I also teach at NYU master students at New York University, I come from a family of entrepreneurs. Now, they have become entrepreneurs over the years, but they all started very small. Both my mother and my father had their company. The company started with 3 people, and then it became 15, and then it became 27, up to a point in which, if you put them both together, it was over 180 people that collectively were working at the 2 companies. I grew up with that passion to empower somebody that had a vision to execute on their dream on a daily basis. And so I've always been involved since I was a child. It was ridiculous. I was 11 years old, and I was already sitting with my father at the office, or with my mother every day at the office, listening to them to discuss. And one of the key things that they always discuss is this constant sense of growth. Why? To achieve always wider and wildest, their wildest dreams. So one behavior that the small and medium enterprise constantly had is to think of growth in a geographically somehow restricted area, and always selling or buying similar products because that's what they know. Now, that is perfectly understandable from a small and medium enterprise. However, especially when it comes to growth, most of the time gets invested into creating new services or creating new products or getting new products to distribute within the same controlled market with key relationships. The bulk of our work that we end up doing at Webidoo, of course, is to open the eyes of these people to try and think, guys, it doesn't have to be restricted to just one geographical area. The entire world might want to know about your product. And why is that? Because we love to see them blossoming out of the shell of looking at one single part of the world. Whether you are in the US, a lot of Americans do this too, by the way. They think that the United States is the world. We call baseball the World Series, for God's sake. So that tells you everything. And fail to perhaps fully grasp the opportunities that we have to more efficiently export our good outside. Now, what are the main benefits of us exporting our good outside? First of all, the time and investment versus the pricing that we can sell our products normally yield very, very good margins, way above what we can enforce into a market that has already known us for a while, and so it kind of pushes into pricing efficiency. However, in a new market, a new product with a new brand, somehow on a platform that already has buyers, could literally create a chamber effect that could sound like a symphony. It's beautiful. What is the other point that I think is extremely important? Why internationalization is so crucial to realizing our dreams of growth, is that when we continue to operate in the same market all the time, something that marketing specialists would define is called brand blindness. What does that mean? When you keep on seeing in the same market the same brand over and over and over and over again, somehow the consumer, whether if it's B2B or B2C, it does not make 1 inch of difference. It doesn't see you anymore. So by bringing yourself into a new completely sector, geography, and it's almost like you're creating a brand new product. You're creating a brand new life. You're giving your business a chance for growth, for faster growth. Now, this is extremely important, especially the higher margins for a smaller business. And you fully know why. I don't have to tell you that. Why making more money on each transaction is way more important than in big organizations that can take a hit from a debt and cash perspective. So why isn't everybody doing it? You might ask yourself. Historically, it has been fairly difficult, and small and medium enterprise have a tendency of doing everything on their own, which is a characteristic that it's simply natural. In that process of doing everything on their own, what happens is that they try it, invest a few resources here and there. They perhaps hit a few walls, do it wrong, and guess what? They give up. And somebody in the room where those decisions are made will be sitting there saying, I told you it wouldn't work. But why? Because we didn't do it at the full extent of the possibilities that we had at the time. When I see the innovation that Alibaba has put in, I'm very excited because it expands what we can do at Webidoo so much that, and so more efficiently, that I can't wait to get to work personally. When people say I have tried and it failed, they hardly ever decide to do it again. But it's not the world's fault. It's not another colleague's fault. It's just that not everything comes right the first time, and you have to trust a partner that does this all the time, and that leverages and creates new technologies such as Alibaba can be, where buyers have already been created and a selling infrastructure is already in place so that you can create a more live flow of business. There is another element. When in a small and medium enterprise, it's only a few people doing a lot of things, we're normally stretched thin. Being stretched thin, especially for something so important, such as exporting, is not always a good thing. It's actually never a good thing, if I have to be honest with you, but sometimes people don't have a choice. It's hardly ever a good thing. And so my suggestion to anybody that is looking at initiatives to grow their business internationally, to grow their business in general, is A, to look at it internationally, but B, become good at 1, 2, maximum 3 things, depending on the size of the team that you assigned to those 3 things. So becoming good at one thing, it's almost like when people decide to, I will invest in digital marketing, or as some small Italian entrepreneurs would say, I would invest in the internet, which is even a broader sense. So without understanding the complexity of where are you going to place your bets? Are you going to do social media? Are you going to do Google campaigns? Are you going to do videos on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram? What are you going to do? each of these channels of communication, they are not something that one person can do. They are a job of 1 to 5 people. So it cannot possibly be done by one person, the entire stack. This is why I'm suggesting doing one thing. Now, why, as Webidoo, we love to work with Alibaba? Because we have decided to invest time in truly understanding the power behind what the Alibaba team has built. And so we focused on understanding how the algorithm changes. We focus on understanding how can we leverage the brand of our clients internally within the platform. How can we respond to, for example, requests for proposals? How can we respond? How can we interact with buyers inside the platform? And so these are the key things that we have decided to focus ourselves on. Focus. This is the key importance that I think that I'm trying to pinpoint here in this specific moment. If you focus, the focus on Alibaba for us has clearly demonstrated over time success in a very high proportion of accounts. We're talking about in 90% of our accounts have been extremely successful. And of course, you get the odd ones that perhaps are not perfectly cut for being on the platform. That goes without saying. Now, what happens when you put a dedicated person to do the job within your organization, or you decide to use someone like Webidoo, because that's what we specialize on? We will provide you with your Webby expert that will fully manage the entire experience that is happening on your Alibaba assets. Will be the one to respond to the request for proposals. Will be the one to respond to the messages and log in with the team, of course, at every hour of the day, 7 days a week. Why? Buyers need a response immediately. Sometimes they write late in the evening or very early in the morning. You need to be present in that specific space. Now, on top of that, what we have personally decided to do to serve our clients better, we also get a client account email address. Let me give you an example. Barilla is one of our clients, has provided us with an email address to move the conversation also more directly so that we can help the client close the business if there is any specific question specifically onto the platform. And these are, I think, little things that you can only build over time. We've been doing this for a while, guys, and we have created a plethora of war stories. And so between the dedicated person and the focus on this specific side of your business, Alibaba becomes a winning channel all of a sudden because of the war stories that allow you to immediately respond to people, tell them the right thing, use the right jargon, bam, the transaction in that specific day is closed. Perhaps it might be interesting for you to know what the day on the platform should look like. And I'm talking about best practices, of course, but if you're doing it on your own, you're never going to be able to just do it by yourself. The way we do it, I can tell you, I can only speak for our own experience. We literally access every hour to check every opportunity. We are constantly studying what messages and what markets are growing. Why? The markets that are growing will not necessarily influence one specific product category, not always, but some of the messages that are sent outside that tends to be and seem the most successful one give us a hint for us to change sometimes our positioning and our product descriptions in the product pages. And again, what I said, checking constantly and having the app always available for our team, for our staff, allows us to respond immediately to messages. And that is, of course, on top of being proactive in pushing campaigns inside the platform. So as this gives me a bit of a segue into a very important point. So there is a reactive portion to Alibaba, and there is a proactive portion to Alibaba where you could actually publish your campaigns. My suggestion for those who are starting, and I know we are getting to close to my talking limit for the day, is to make sure that you have your workflow of operation to a T if you want to do it to yourself. So study the platform very well. You must find the time. If you cannot find the time, give it to Webidoo or give it to the Alibaba partner that you reside, or with Alibaba that you partner that you decide to work with. If somehow you cannot respond quickly, guess what? Perhaps is a signal that you might have to put this very powerful machine in somebody else's hands. And there is another element to it. And Mattia was touching it during the insurance innovation elements. Trading internationally has proven to be a rather hairy subject for most that don't have a lot of experience in the space. And to have someone by your side, both a technology such as Alibaba, a team such as Webidoo, and additional services such as insurance and other add-ons that you can get through the Alibaba team or through us, makes all the difference in the world with what is called peace of mind. Because we all know that, especially in international environments, some things might look too good to be true when they're not, and that's why you must work on a platform such as Alibaba. One thing before I let you go, I was thinking about the new innovations such as the assistant and such as the new way of crafting images. Innovation like that by using generative AI, or I am not entirely sure what Alibaba is using to create these new features, is extremely important because it has a very practical impact. You can go from having an idea to change your packaging or change your images on the platform, and within a space of just a few clicks, you can create images that are far more enticing. And what happens with far more enticing images? They get a lot higher click-through rates. And so two things are going to come out in terms of benefits to us that work in small and medium enterprises, with small and medium enterprises, that our time to action is a lot faster and that our results are going to be a lot greater. Now, I know I covered a lot. It was very thick, intense, 18 minutes now. But I am wondering if anybody has any questions that you've gathered, Jessica, through the lineup, or Mattia, if you have any questions, let me know.
Federico, thanks a lot. It was very interesting. And I got a lot of messages, private messages of our team members and of our suppliers to say congrats for your speech. So thanks a lot.
Thank you very much. That's so generous. Thank you. Unearned, but generous. Thanks a million.
Okay, well, if anyone has any questions, there's still time for you to enter the questions in the Q&A box below. If not, then
I saw that there are two questions. One is from Alonso. And Alonso, I think that for the IPR, I send you a link of our IPR platform. Is free of charge for any business across the globe, and your copyright and trademark will be protected not only on Alibaba.com but across all our e-commerce platform. And secondly, how you can compete with similar suppliers on Alibaba.com. Well, B2B e-commerce, and maybe Federico, you can support me on this. If you have a similar product and you're searching for a product, it really makes the difference. The company profile, how the storefront is created, how the products are posted, the CEO that you're using, the advertising that are using, but also how you answer to the buyer's requests. I just want to remind that our platform is not commission based. We have a membership that your company can apply for. But also it depends also on the advertising that your company does, the countries that you're targeting, the communication with the buyers, but also we organize many events where your company can live stream, can participate, and can engage with buyers to take your company and your products, make them stand out from the competitors.
Right. I mean, does anyone have any questions about how, like, for example, why, maybe we can talk a little bit about why, like, companies should be exporting? Because, like, it sounds like from what I heard from, like, Federico's, like, presentation, sorry, I'm a little sick. It sounds like we heard from Federico's presentation that oftentimes Webidoo works hand in hand with, like, Alibaba. So
I would say it's not just oftentimes, it's all the time. Because otherwise the magic doesn't happen, because it's all about technology and workflows. And so if we don't speak to each other all the time, if we don't update each other all the time, I mean, as we all know, Giovanni Farese, the CEO of the company, even came to China last month to spend time with the team in China. So this is why I'm saying that it's one of those platforms that I would personally recommend if you have to focus yourself on one thing from an internationalization perspective, and you are short-staffed, but you have big dreams. You have to decide where you put your money. Alibaba is where you put your money. That's my call. But I'm not a trader. I'm just saying what I think.
Thank you, Federico. And thanks, guys, for being with us. And now, Jessica,
thank you so much.
The session with our Ben that will guide you on how to onboard in our platform. Thanks, Federico, for being with us today.
Thank you so much, Federico, and hello, Ben.
Hi, Jess. How are you doing today?
Good. How are you doing?
Good. Happy to join on. So everyone, I'll take you through how to start selling through Alibaba. When it comes to joining the platform, we have a number of different memberships, and that's really depending on the level of support you're looking to receive from Alibaba. Now, when you're joining, and especially in your first year, I always recommend our top two packages you'll see here, our premium and verified supplier packages. And the reason I recommend those is because they come with a US-based support account manager to service your team throughout the entire first year you're here at Alibaba. And there's some important things that you're going to have to do as you onboard to Alibaba, and we'll go through those in one of the following slides. But this account manager that you receive through these two packages will be like an additional employee that you can receive to handle the bulk of your work and answer a lot of the questions you may have during your first year here at Alibaba. Now, if you guys are looking to learn some additional information about these packages, you can go ahead and scan this QR code as well. And I'd be happy to offer a consultation for you to give you a more personal run through of how these packages can help you join Alibaba. Now, just a little breakdown here as to what comes with the different packages. You'll see that you get some benefits here through Alibaba, including our product showcases and a traffic boost that comes with the premium verified package, as well as the RFQ responses. And that comes with our standard, premium, and verified packages as well. These are really critical when you're beginning months at Alibaba as we're beginning to set up your storefront and post some of your products for you. The buyers on Alibaba, if they're not satisfied with what they're seeing on the website, or maybe a supplier that they reached out to wasn't able to facilitate an order, they'll actually get put on a request for quotation market. And then as a supplier, you can begin to start to reach out to these buyers and let them know that you're capable of handling their business, and let them know that you'd be able to help them out. Going on, we have some more exposure amplifiers. You'll see our verified package has all the benefits here, but our premium and standard options are also very applicable pins. And like I said, if you guys want some more information on these services, feel free to scan that QR code that you saw, and I'd be happy to go into some more detail for you. Now, when it comes to onboarding through Alibaba, we really want to make sure that everyone is fully capable of onboarding to the platform and comfortable doing so. So after some business verification, we have our account manager services that will assist you with building your storefront, as well as uploading your products to the site. We want to make sure that these products you're uploading are as optimized as possible for our platform. And the data that we have here at Alibaba, after running this platform for over 20 years, can really be used to help continue to optimize these products. So those first couple months, we really want to be hands-on in helping you build your business and optimizing your storefront to build or to pull in the right types of buyers for your business. You'll also see here under growth stage, we have our Alibaba.com seller training e-courses, or ASTE. And this is an opportunity for you to bring yourself, as well as any team members that might be working on this Alibaba project with you, to learn more about the platform and to learn more about how to potentially upload some of your products, how to better respond to customer inquiries, and for you also to ask some questions that you may have regarding the Alibaba platform. And these happen bi-weekly, so you'll have plenty of opportunities to learn from some of our top management, as well as have your questions answered as you go along your Alibaba journey. Now, going more into our account manager service, you'll see one important slide here is that it's not a ticketing service. Like I mentioned before, this can almost be prepositioned as another employee that you gain for your team. So this person's not only going to be onboarding and creating that mini site for you, they're going to be uploading your products, but they're also going to be there day to day for you to answer any questions you may have regarding your Alibaba service. This can be in terms of how to best market your products, how to best design maybe some images or videos for your site, and how to take advantage of a lot of these new tools that Mattia shared with us at the beginning of the presentation, all to best optimize your experience here at Alibaba and fast track you towards success. Now we're going to go into a quick seller success story. This company, Hardy Paw, is its founder's Bob Singh. And Bob knew that he could really stand out from other global suppliers as he had this amazing US-based product with some FDA certifications. And when he was looking at international markets, he wasn't quite sure how to best market himself. But by utilizing Alibaba and our services, he was able to see international traffic increase 100% through the platform.
Oh, my dog, he's spoiled. I have an English Bulldog called Pablo Escobar. Usually English Bulldog are lazy, but this Bulldog has full of energy. I have 3 kids. He's my 4th one. I am Bob Singh, been working for the pet industry for last 23 years. Now I open my own company. For Hardy Paw, our main mission is to make pet owner easiest as possible.
Most of our employees are actually pet lovers and pet owners, and I hear those conversations every day whenever we get a customer service call, or even somebody calls to place an order. They actually have personal conversations with people. They discuss about their animals, they discuss about their lives, and that's where the personal connection comes in, and that's where they're able to connect with the customers and provide them the services that they need.
For Hardy Paw, we want to give them a personal touch. You can get prescription products, dog food, dog treats. We'll reach out to your veterinarian, talk to them and see what they require, and they can send us the prescription and we'll ship your order at your door. We have on staff veterinarians and the pharmacist. If you need any guidance, any questions, we can get it answered from our veterinarian and can get you guys answer what is good for your pets. With Alibaba.com, that was the only platform that I can reach through international audience, and I see significant results. We started last year in August, and then the traffic for international audience increased 100%. We are growing really fast. If you see an international market, they want a premium product made in US and FDA approved. As you guys know, US is strict. It's not like you can just put a label on a product and sell. That's the reason people prefer products from US. You can communicate with the customer directly one-on-one. Messages come 24/7, so that's a unique thing, and I would say it's the best thing to have. They made the onboarding process very, very easy. Once I paid my fees, after that, I don't need to worry about anything. If you have a product and you want to sell on an international market, I would say you should not wait. You should just reach out to Alibaba, and that's the only way.
Bob and the team, they came with over 20 years of experience. Money is a kind of outcome of doing the right things, basically.
As long as you know that what products you have is a high-end product, just deliver it to your customer right away. We are not going behind the money, we are going behind the customers and on their pets.
Awesome. So hope you guys enjoyed that quick video from Bob. Now we're going to go into a quick demonstration, another video from a manufacturer based in Texas. The company's name is It's Skinny, and Brian's going to share some info with us about how he was able to find some other distribution channels and buyers through Alibaba that he otherwise wouldn't have been able to reach using traditional channels. And here's his success story.
Creating a business is like hitting a base hit. Creating a brand is like hitting a grand slam. I'm a big advocate of creating a business first and then creating a brand around what your business looks like and then scaling that brand. The mission of It's Skinny is to bring as much low glycemic pasta to everyone who needs it as possible. There are so many people who have a dietary restriction or want to eat better but don't know how to get started. We make it easy. Our product is ready in 2 minutes and it's low glycemic. You don't have to make a radical lifestyle shift to eat better. You just have to put one foot in front of the other. We knew we had a product, but we had to make it a business. You know, we had a decision of, do we want to just be an e-commerce business or do we really want to focus on retail? We wanted to be as available as all of the big players in pasta, and that means having a retail presence.
Yo, what's the Skinny? It's gluten-free. No way.
We've done a really good job at building our brand over the last 3 years, getting into retail stores, but within that, there are some gaps. And that's why we're really excited about Alibaba.com, because Alibaba.com is going to help us fill those gaps. On the digital side, I would love to see Alibaba.com start to replace a lot more of the business that we're doing from other platforms, quite simply because Alibaba.com doesn't have their hands in our pocket. We pay a platform fee and they're not charging us per transaction. And we also have an opportunity to penetrate certain distributors that we wouldn't otherwise be able to reach through traditional retail sales channels. They're not listed, you know, the bodegas in New York City, the stores in Chicago. Alibaba.com is one of the only ways that you can proactively try to get in front of those distributors that we're trying to get in front of. I think US-based sellers have a huge opportunity, specifically because there aren't that many of them. And we had a dedicated customer service success manager who was incredibly knowledgeable about the platform. And he honestly almost became a teammate. And I have no doubt that anyone else who is going through that process is going to have a similar experience. The most important piece of advice that I could give somebody would be to find something that means enough to you where you can have a singular focus on it and be very purpose-driven in what you're trying to create. When you have that, you will communicate more passionately and you will also be more incentivized to stick with it through the hard times, and that's going to propel you to a bright future.
Awesome. So we're going to leave this QR code up for a second. You guys will be able to view our YouTube page where you'll see some more US-based success stories, and you can learn more about how similar businesses were able to penetrate some international markets utilizing the Alibaba platform. And yeah, then we'll open it up to our Q&A again. I just add again, if you guys are looking for any additional information about what you've seen today through these slides, feel free to scan this QR code. Would love to offer a consultation to each of you and learn more about your businesses and share how Alibaba can help you grow internationally.
You can also find a meeting booking link in the chat that I just sent through. So if you would like to talk to Ben specifically, that'd be really helpful. Especially because I think for Alibaba, it's like more helpful. They can tailor the advice to each specific business, I feel. Yeah.
Definitely.
Anyway, in terms of questions, if you want to submit, there's still time. You can still submit it to the Q&A box below. Alonso has like a follow-up question from before. It has a lot to do with like, it says, the gist of the question is that how does he compete based on price? I guess.
Yeah, you know, there's a lot of factors that come into success on Alibaba. When it comes to being a business, I think we've heard a little bit before, things like response time, how you're marketing yourself and creating a mini site through Alibaba, as well as who you're targeting through the platform. With over 40 million buyers through Alibaba, no one company is going to be able to handle all the business that's coming into the platform. So really just making sure that you're listing your capabilities on your website in a way that's attractive to buyers and responding to the inquiries coming in a timely manner will ultimately help you lead to success through Alibaba. That also being based here in the US will give you a strategic advantage to a lot of the business that we have concentrated here in North America. Between the US, Canada, and Mexico, it's our top 1, 3, and 5 market that we have on the platform respectively, and being able to respond in real time and offer some customer service, not only before your sales, but after your sales as well, will help you lead to procuring more business and more repeat business through the platform as well.
Exactly. Like I do remember when we had a webinar and we spoke to Sam Barron from Concession King, who's like another big time US supplier on our platform. He talks about how like even though his products may not be the lowest price you can find on the platform, he oftentimes finds a way to stick out and also like have people want to continue doing business with him because of like a superior customer service element. So like because a lot of like B2B requires like investing in a long-term business relationship. And so as with any relationship, you want that relationship to go smoothly and like have a good time. You don't want it to be like difficult, or like if you receive products they're like damaged or not great or something like that. So like providing superior customer service is definitely one way to surpass the pricing situation. But yeah. Anyway, is there anything else? I feel like, did you want to like go into a little bit about, I feel like one thing that was really interesting that we talked about previously with Federico that could be useful here. He was talking about how Webidoo is oftentimes kind of, it sounds like they almost provide the same kind of service as the account managers. So like, why don't we go into like how different service plans and the account managers kind of, how they can help work together and stuff.
Sure. So, I mean, the account manager service that Alibaba offers is extremely vital, especially during your first year on the platform. When it comes to things like mini site creation and product optimization, our account managers here have been working in the Alibaba space for a number of years. And especially the head of our account management service, Chad, has been with the platform for over a decade. And when it comes to servicing our clients, this continued knowledge and expertise that he's able to lead our team with constantly leads to success with the platform. Now, when it comes to responding to inquiries and, you know, I guess keeping up with your customers, that's something that Alibaba is here to help you coach, or will help coach you and try to make you as enabled as possible through the platform. However, the account manager that Alibaba offers to you won't be the person that actually responds to those inquiries. More so, you can think about them as a mentor and a guide for you on the platform that will always be there to answer your own questions and inquiries you may have through Alibaba, and more vitally assist you with that onboarding website creation and posting of your products.
Right. So like I do think that there's like a lot of different resources that you can find. And like in terms of other resources, next week webinar will actually be about how to get B2B buyers from all over the globe. I'm going to actually send the registration link through the chat right now and actually let that presentation be given by a member of Ben's team, Matt Talmadge. So like if you are available at the same time next Wednesday at 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific, we welcome you to learn more about how you can use this platform in particular to get more B2B customers. Of course, the best way to actually learn more for your particular business would be to sign up for a meeting with Ben. So you can scan the QR code on screen, or you can use the booking link in the chat. If there are no more questions, I think we should like sign off.
Well, thanks for joining us, everyone. I certainly had a pleasure sharing more about the Alibaba experience with you. As Jess said, feel free to schedule a consultation with me. Would be happy to answer any questions you may have around the Alibaba experience.
All right. Thank you so much, everyone.